I hope that we take some lessons about our own energy policy out of this.
So gas is going to $4 a gallon, and it's probably going to $100 a barrel within the next couple weeks if this thing goes through. Stock market's going to take a huge hit, and with gas prices and oil going up, inflation's going to get much worse because it's tied to the dollar. Have we been prepared as a country to stomach this? No. This is the first time anybody in the administration says what's happening in Europe, this is how it's going to affect here, Americans in the homeland. And she's saying it with a mask on, and no one ever even cares what she says. The president needs to come out without a mask and explain why Ukraine impacts this country and why we need to care and what the hell is going on there. And get us ready for this, because right now the American people are not ready for this. What's going to happen, oil's going to go up, inflation's going to get worse, and the Democrats and the media are going to blame Russia. You know what's going to happen? They just need another excuse, and that's fine, but that's not where we are right now. Where did we get here? All right? Bill Clinton forced the Ukrainians in the early 90s to give their nukes back to Russia. If he had just let the Ukrainians keep the nukes, Russia wouldn't have gone in. You don't invade a nuclear power. He forced the nukes out there back to Russia, and now they're sitting ducks for Putin. All right, so I expect a formal apology by Bubba soon. Also, the Europeans totally went green here. And they reduced nuclear, they reduced coal, they reduced exploring for natural gas domestically, and they're now just sucking at the teat of Vladimir Putin's pipeline. And they're over a barrel. They're going to get squeezed. There's nothing they can do about this because they're Putin's biggest customer. So that's also a problem. And then lastly, I'm trying to look at this objectively.
I can tell.
You know how I look at things objectively?
Yeah, constantly.
So since the fall of the Soviet Union, NATO has aggressively pushed NATO expansion into these former Soviet territories. Almost every decade, NATO adds another country. And even the last 4 years, we've added 2 more countries. Now, Russia is humiliated by that, and Russia sees that as a huge threat. Now, NATO doesn't see it as a threat. NATO sees Russia as a threat. NATO sees that as a defensive move. And so these 2 forces disagree with that, and they've been on a collision course ever since the Soviet Union crumbled. And here we are today. And now the American consumer is going to get destroyed by this, and we don't know why.
And Emily, in the commercial,